So day 60 of me recording my journey from zero to $30,000 a month. So today, other than I'm trying to finish coding book because I'm perfecting my coding ability and skill. So I started design because Lovable and Base 44, they're like a good UI type stuff. And right now I'm kind of like you know trying to focus on on the back end stuff like SQL and stuff. So like to connect like the backend, my backend, which is on super base to the UI on Lovable. Oh, okay. So so in the past to get lead, I used to just kind of like prompt ChatGPT to like scrap lead from the internet. I kind of like give them like I kind of like type a specific prompt to ChatGPT, kind of like, okay, look for company who's like weak on SEO, and then since ChatGPT is an AI and kind of probably know all the characteristics that weak SEO, that all the characteristics that a company that have weak SEO, like ChatGPT knows it, and then kind of like can kind of crawl the web and get me the company with weak SEO. But right now, I'm designing my own software to scrap the lead. But the problem is, so I'm using Lovable to design the UI. But the problem is Lovable only have it's only like the front end aspect. So like the backend, I kind of have to like plug the backend. So I'm trying to like start uh, messing around Subbase to kind of like know how backends run. There's a couple books at the library on backend I might read, but only if I get stuck. I'm not stuck yet because I'm kind of like using ChatGPT to teach me how to like run the backend. I tend to run towards book when I'm stuck. It's better. It feels better when I run towards books and courses when I'm stuck, and also sometimes books kind of. But okay, not all the time. I run towards books when I'm stuck. Sometimes books kind of give you like an overview. Mostly like, especially like technical books, kind of give you like an overview of everything that you need to do. So like so like when I ask ChatGPT, I kind of like ask ChatGPT something specific about this chapter so that it can help me like solve a specific problem. So that's day 60. I don't have much to say today. Just kind of like learning my way around Subbase so I can connect connect my backend to the front end and get my so well, one of the reasons that I'm designing my own software to scrap lead is because in the past I use SEO as like my attraction, you can call it attraction offer, but I don't know if I'm gonna yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with SEO. I'm gonna like get like I'm about to start designing a software where I get an entire overview of the entire marketing funnel. So I'm designing like two software at the same time. I might merge them. One is specifically to scrap the leads, and then one is to get a snapshot of the entire marketing. So like social media, like how they doing on social media, how like they doing on SEO, how they doing on SEO, like everything like every platform they are on the web. Like I need to have like an entire snapshot of the entire thing. So so it's two different software, but they are so similar. But each of them have can do. s- So one is specifically to scrap the lead, and one is specifically to get a snapshot of the entire. It's so similar, but for different. Because I might need like 100 lead, and then for like to do 100 cold call, and once I get the 100 lead, to like so like one software scrap 100 lead, and before I cold call each lead, I can switch software, and then to so like each lead before I cold call, I get an entire overview of the entire marketing, and then I cold call, and then so I get to be seen as like some type of figure of authority. So you know, yeah, I think I talk about this in a video. Uh, Most business they have some type of infrastructure that they kind of like rely on, some type of system, and I didn't have that system, so that's why I'm kind of like trying to design it myself with software, software, and you know, so a part of myself is telling me, you're just a pussy. You don't want to do cold call. You're scared of cold call, and you're running towards software. But I don't know how much of that is true. If I'm running towards software to to like step away from the field, or am I like genuinely, you know, building infrastructure for the business? It's kind of like one of this question that I'm kind of like toying with every day in my head, because I don't know which one is specifically true. But one thing I know though is that I need something that I'm confident. I kind of need some type of system that I have confidence in, and you know, when you're on the field and you're getting rejected back to back, unless you have something unless you have something you're truly confident in, you are gonna have that grit to keep, you know, to keep going and persevere. So I think I'm kind of trying to get that confidence from the software that I'm designing, so that when I cold call, I know that I have some type of strong infrastructure, so that I keep persevering, because I have so much confidence that I can deliver result for every single businesses, which is why I think Charlie Morgan kind of talk about it. So Charlie Morgan talk about it in his video. I'm doing such a bad job at explaining it, but it's kind of like you have so much confidence that you can help the client that it's like a service if you were like calling and trying to sell them. So it's kind of like what I'm trying to do when building this software, kind of like building that confidence, so that when cold calling, you know, I don't get thrown, or I don't get derailed, or like my confidence doesn't get crushed after like each rejection, because the confidence of on the confidence on my system need to be so strong that I have to cold call to help those businesses out there, which is why I'm spending all this time designing this software. So I don't know. Time will tell if I'm just wasting my time with this software, trying to be a coder, or like I was just being a pussy. I don't know if I'm just being a pussy, or I'm just. So time will tell. So day 60.